It's coffee time! I don't know what's going on with my hair right now, aside from the fact that it's being dyed. That's an obvious thing. It's vegetable dye, do not be concerned, it's not harming my hair, everything is fine. But the way that it's parted, I think, is worthy of some of your concern. It reminds me of like a late 50s film. Like I should be a dude discussing business in a pinstripe suit with a stogie. There should be guys around me being like, what do you know about the biz, kid? And I'll be like, someday I'm gonna be all of your guys' boss, haha! That's how I feel about this hairstyle. Or I'm a school marm. One of those. If I was in a flick, those are my two options. Anywho, today was really, really fun. I wound up doing way more than I thought I was going to. Well, actually, first, the day started off in a somewhat hilarious way because I woke up and I was like, I would like some tacos. So I woke up and I went and got tacos for breakfast. So I had 3 tacos and there was a big sign. You guys know, I'm very weak to coffee flavored signs. So there was a sign that said, you should try our new iced horchata latte. It's like, well, maybe I will. Maybe I'll do that. So I did it. So I went and I purchased a iced horchata latte and I couldn't taste any coffee in it. It was weird because, you know the kind of grittiness to horchata that you get so used to if you drink horchata a lot? So I really like that. That's an aspect of horchata that I've really grown to love. And so it was this weird drink that had the same ricey, cinnamony flavor to it, but there was no grit, and there was no coffee flavor. So it was like, I don't know, it was very strange. It was a strange drink. I still liked it because I like those flavors, but it was like, this is a weird thing. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if I would get it again, right? I think that I would just wind up getting regular horchata. I don't think that it's worth it to get the latte when I don't taste any coffee. So that's how I started off my day. Huge. It was huge too. It was like this big old thing. So I'm like drinking all this coffee, eating my tacos, and then it was super fun because there's a girl named Christina who is from Norway, and she, I guess when Jesse was visiting over there, she kind of gave him a tour. She was like his guide, so to speak. That's how it was explained to me. If I'm explaining this in a poor way, I'm very sorry to anybody who knows the actual deets. But anyway, so she, for the first time, is in America. She's like hanging out in the LA area, and Jesse was like, yo, do you want to like hang out with us? And Jesse and I had been planning on going to the framing place and getting some stuff framed anyway, because I had never been there before, and I was like, yo, I'd really like to go with you because you really like a specific person there. Like, I'd just really like to go with you and see what the process is like, because I've never gotten anything framed before. And he was like, sure, no problem. So we actually wound up like combining all of these things together. So I felt so bad. We went, like, I got in the car with them, met Christina, she's super sweet, and then we immediately went to the framing place. And I didn't realize how long of a process it is. Like, it's really cool because the girl that was helping us was awesome, and you would basically be like, okay, so I have this thing, I don't know what I want to do with it. Or you could say like, so I have this thing, here's what I was thinking, and then if that's like maybe not a great idea, she'd be like, well, I get where you're going with that, but she'd be like, maybe we'll try doing this instead, and you'd be like, oh, that's interesting, and like she'd bring like all of these different frame types, and you'd look at all of them and be like, ah! I felt constantly overwhelmed. Like the gorgeous Cora poster from Society 6, I brought that in to get it framed because I love it. And I was like, I really want something that's going to bring out like the fiery colors in it. But I realized that just a red frame is not going to make it pop. And so there were so many different frame options that were like fiery hues but not like too dark, and there were just so many different like styles and textures, and I was like, this is so crazy, there's so many things. I brought in 10 things to get framed. I realized it was going to be very expensive, but at the end I was like, this was so worth it. This was so worth it because I would have had no idea what to do. Like, I wouldn't have really understood how to do this, but I like felt bad. Felt really bad for Christina because she was just like hanging out. I was like, I'm sorry, and she was like, no, I found it interesting, it's totally fine. And I was like, okay. But anyway, so we were there for a while, and finally figured out all the framing stuff, paid for our stuff, and left. And one thing that Christina really wanted to do while she was here is eat fried chicken. So we took her to a fried chicken place. And fortunately, she thought it was delicious. I was like, oh, this is gonna be so disappointing if you don't like this. It's gonna be really sad. Also, she had never had root beer before, so she tried root beer and she was like, it tastes kind of like medicine. I was like, I can see why you would think that. But it's also delicious and one of my favorite drinks, so I understand where you're coming from, but I love root beer, so yeah. But so we just like, we ate so much food. We got like the family pack, which was just so much chicken and a bunch of fries and potato salad and like just all this and some biscuits, like so much stuff. We were just like, oh, the chicken was so good. I was really glad that she liked it. And then we went to like the Hollywood Boulevard strip so that we could go into the Nokia Theater and be able to see the Hollywood sign and walk along the street that has like the stars with the names in it and all that stuff. So that was really, really fun. There were so many dudes who were trying to hand out like their CDs. They were like, yo, there was a guy, oh god, it was so funny. There's a dude who handed his CD to us and Jesse was like, cool, I'll take this. The guy was like, yeah. And then we kept walking, and then another dude tried to do the same thing, and we were all like, nah. Like, we took the one dude's, but we didn't take the other one, and the guy was like, what if I told you that this was from a movie with a lot of really impressive actors? And we were like, and he was like, what if I told you that I was playing 9 instruments in this? And we were like, He was like, what if I told you that I was playing 9 instruments at once? And we were like, you know, we actually have to go. We just like sidestepped him. And then he like walked along with us for a little bit and I was like, what's happening right now? But then he eventually got distracted and tried to hand a CD off to another person. And then we made jokes at the expense of a dude who was dressed up like Spider-Man. All in all, it was very fun. And I love LA so much more when the sun has like just gone down and it's like a little bit darker, but the warm is still air. The air is still warm. You can just walk around and just be like comfortable. So fortunately, all the time that we were really walking around was more that sort of time of day. So we got a lot of cool pictures of that sort of stuff, and it was, oh gosh, the Hollywood Boulevard was just covered in people, so many people, so much stuff going on, and we went into Hot Topic. Oh my gosh, I was so sad. So there was a t-shirt that had like a little I wanted to get it for Mike so bad. So bad. I wound up getting something for Ro. It was so weird because like I haven't been in Hot Topic in forever, and we went in there, and I got a phone case that says keep calm and kill zombies and has guns on it. And it's black and white, and I knew Ro would just like flip, like she would just love it. And when I brought it home and showed it to her, she was like, ah! Like hugged me and got so excited. But the thing that I wanted to get Mike was a shirt that had like a little sad looking red T-Rex. And, oh no, what did it say? Wait, hold on, let me find the picture. Yes, it says, if you're happy and you know it, clap your ... Oh, because the T-Rex has little arms and can't clap. Oh my gosh, I was like, I need to give Mike this shirt. This shirt needs to go to Mike, but they didn't have it in his size. I was really sad. I like called him and everything so he knew. So when I came home, I was like, I don't have a shirt for you. And he was like, but I have something for Ro. Felt like a doucher, guys. Douchebag roommate just happened, but oh well. Yeah, and then we headed home. Actually, we stopped into the Starbucks because I was like, I want coffee. So we stopped into the Starbucks and got coffee and then headed home. They dropped me off, and when I came home, I saw the last game of Binding of Isaac that I had played still up on my monitor, and I was like, whenever I leave, I turn off my monitor so that I don't like leave extraneous things on, but I don't shut down my computer unless I know I'm going to be gone for a really long time. So whenever I turn my monitors back on, sometimes I'm like, oh, that's what I was doing last time. And right before they had picked me up, I had been playing Binding of Isaac, and I had so many items. I had so many items when I died. I was like, you poor thing. You poor past self. I feel so bad for you. But yeah, it was a really fun day. It was really fun meeting Christina. If you're watching this, you were awesome, and I hope that you had fun, and I hope that we weren't like super boring and lame. If ever you guys go to a place and they say, yo, you should try our iced horchata latte, be like, will I be able to taste the coffee? Because otherwise I am not interested. It will taste like horchata. It will taste like horchata. It will taste nothing. It will taste no coffee. There's no point. There is no point. So, just a heads up to all you coffee aficionados, because I know you out there watching my show right now. Dudes. It's a silly thing. But, yeah, so now I'm gonna go and wash all of this out. We'll see what color it winds up being. I might do a second coat, depending on whether or not it's, it winds up actually being red or if it's just orange. But I hope that, it looks good. I hope you guys had a good day. And I will talk to you again tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye. Mwah!